Welcome back, Wastelanders. So, we got a stealthy little change in the latest Fallout 76 update. Buried in the patch notes was a pretty big shift to how your luck stat affects the VATS critical meter. Not exactly a flashy headline, but make no mistake, this rework changes things a lot. So let's break down what it actually means, how it affects crit builds, and what you need to change in your loadout to stay effective. This is the VATS crit rework in Fallout 76. Explained. What's different now, and why should you care? Here's the breakdown. The connection between your luck stat and how fast your VATS critical meter fills has been seriously nerfed. Previously, sitting at about 33 luck meant you could land a critical hit almost every other VATS shot, effortlessly. It made crit-focused builds insanely efficient and deadly. But post-patch, that reliability is gone. If you still want to pump out crits that often, you'll either need to pile on even more luck than before, or start depending heavily on specific mods to get the job done. Visibility and target line of sight rework. One of the less obvious but totally game-altering changes to VATS is how it now treats your line of sight. In the past, VATS worked like X-ray vision. You could lock onto hidden weak spots, like the fusion core on the back of a sentry bot, even if it was behind cover or on the far side of the target. That functionality is gone. Now, if you can't literally see a body part from your camera's angle, it won't show up in VATS. This also affects enemies like the EO6 Guardian. His weak spot? On his back. But if you're staring him down from the front, it's completely untargetable. The days of sniping weak spots through models are over, and solo players will feel the pain. Impact on long-range VATS. Combat. This line of sight adjustment doesn't just impact boss fights, it bleeds into regular, everyday gameplay too. If you're the kind of player who snipes enemies from a distance using VATS, you're going to feel it fast. Let's say you're perched on a ridge, lining up that perfect sneak headshot. If the enemy's back is turned and their head isn't visible from your angle, VATS might not even give you the option to target it. No head, no crit. That small tweak throws off your shot timing, ruins your muscle memory, and turns what used to be a reliable sniper routine into a frustrating guessing game. It's not just a change, it's a disruption. Critical hit builds just got expensive. With the new VATS crit changes in place, the relationship between luck and your critical hit frequency has been seriously rebalanced. Using just one limit breaker mod, which previously gave you consistent crits, you'll now need a staggering 83 luck to keep landing a crit every other VATS shot. That's absurd unless your entire build is dedicated to crit spam. Want something more reasonable? You'll have to equip 3 limit breaker mods, which lowers the requirement to around 37 luck. Doable, sure, but at the cost of sacrificing versatility in your legendary slots. The true cost of chasing crits. Let's break this down with a practical example. Say your build runs around 33 to 34 luck, which is already pretty solid. But if you're aiming for that sweet 37 luck threshold to crit every other VATS shot, something's got to give. You might need to adjust your gear or shift some perks around. It's manageable, but not without compromise. Even with those tweaks, you'll still have to dedicate 3 of your 4-star legendary mod slots just to maintain crit consistency. That's a major sacrifice, trading off action point sustain, defensive boosts, or utility perks just to keep that VATS crit cycle alive. Lucky mods versus VATS. Efficiency, there's a different path if you're not keen on stacking luck or sacrificing mod slots. The Lucky Weapon mod. It boosts your VATS critical charge by 15% every time you land a hit. When paired with just one limit breaker, you only need around 28 luck to maintain that reliable crit every other shot pace. That's a huge reduction from the 83 luck demand, but there's a catch. You'll have to drop the VATS Optimizer mod. That means your AP efficiency takes a hit, making VATS less sustainable in longer fights. So while crits come faster, your AP pool drains quicker. It's all about which trade-off stings less. Crit builds are now a trade-off. So which setup should you go with? Limit breakers or lucky mods? Honestly, it depends on how you like to play. If you're chasing high damage and don't care how fast your AP runs out, lucky mods will give you that crit burst, especially if you combine them with Number Cruncher for extra punch per AP spent. On the flip side, if you value longer VATS uptime and a bit more build flexibility, limit breakers are still your best bet. even though you'll have to spend more on luck and give up some other perks. There's no perfect answer anymore. That's intentional. The devs clearly want you to pick your poison, stacking luck the right way. Wondering how to stack enough luck for your crit build to actually work? Here's how you pull it off. You start with plus 15 from your base special stats. Then toss in another plus 5 from your legendary perk cards. If you're running a low health build, unyielding armor adds another plus 15 when conditions are right. Join a team and activate herd mentality and strange in numbers for an extra plus 3. Add a shielded vault suit and that's another plus 2. Altogether, you're looking at plus 40 luck if you're running a bloodied build. Full health players, you'll miss that unyielding bonus, so your mods and gear choices matter even more. Low health? Swap mods, not builds. If you're running a low health setup and aiming for reliable crits, there's a mod combo worth trying. Let's say your current gear uses 1 or 2 powered mods to boost AP regeneration. Instead of that, try replacing them with luck mods in your second legendary star slot. 2 of those can net you an extra plus 4 luck, which might be the final push you need to hit that 37 luck sweet spot. Sure, you'll sacrifice a bit of AP regen, but VATS builds already have strong AP recovery tools built in, from perks to chems. In the long run, missing a few points of AP hurts way less than missing a guaranteed crit, why this nerf might be a good thing. So what's the verdict on this VATS crit change? Honestly, yeah, it stings. Losing that smooth, easy crit rhythm hurts, especially if you've been leaning on it for years. Firing off criticals every other shot without much setup was powerful. Maybe too powerful. It flattened the difficulty curve and made crit-heavy builds hard to compete with. Now, you have to put in actual effort. Balance perks, tweak gear, and accept some trade-offs. It's not as comfortable, but it's more thoughtful. And let's be honest, building around those limitations, that's what keeps Fallout interesting. And that's the full breakdown of the VATS crit meter changes, explained. If this patch totally wrecked your favorite build, or you've already figured out some sneaky workaround, drop it in the comments. I seriously want to hear how other crit and stealth players are adjusting. If this helped you make sense of the chaos, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and stick around for more Fallout 76 build tips, patch deep dives, and whatever Nerf drama rolls out next. Until then, stay sharp out there, Vault Dwellers, and may your next crit hit exactly where it hurts.